Gale Beast Machine Core 203 by Ken Ishikawa. Very few of the manga, the very prolific Ken Ishikawa, the main creator behind the Getter Robo manga, was actually ever translated. As sad as it is, many people still believe it to be a purely Go Nagai creation, with even the brief Western localization of the Getter Robo Go manga from the 90s wrongfully crediting Go Nagai for the story. It's common for people to claim that Ishikawa drew exactly like Go Nagai back in the 70s and that this is part of everyone's confusion. But this is far from the truth and mostly an opinion stemming from the fact that people are not used to 70s manga. To them, everything that looks Tezuka inspired belongs to the exact same style. In reality, if you put the Mazinger Z and Devilman manga back to back with Getter Robo and Maju Sensen, Ishikawa's stylistic uniqueness will be obvious. He didn't simply make up his own style in the 90s as much as further personalize what was already largely his. And 95's Beast Machine Core is, from what I've seen, the best example of his later style. The main defining element art-wise to me is that the main robot is very, well, robot-like. Forsaking Ishikawa's more well-known biomechanical-looking monstrosities or the Nagai and Yokoyama-inspired cartoony look of the Getter, the humans look as good as ever, showcasing Ishikawa's trademark brutish, slightly goofy, one might say ugly look at masculinity that yet still contains an obvious reverence towards it, albeit a different one from what is found in a manga like, say, Golgo 13. Holy crap, this guy just punched a fucking horse! The story looks consistently badass with no talking heads to bore the crap out of you. What's best, this manga is only one single volume long, thus it wouldn't take a long-ass time to complete. Devilman Grimoire by Takato Rui. A common issue with modernizations of dynamic productions properties, and heck, modernizations of old-school manga properties in general, is that modern-day character designers and art directors will completely miss the elements that made the old manga so fun to look at to begin with. Look no further than the ill-advised recent 3D CG Cyborg 009 adaptations. Remember one of your favorite 009 characters, the talking, literal baby genius that flies around and promotes race mixing? Well, he's gritty and realistic now. Hell, even Osomatsu-san mocked this in its first episode, so it's certainly a well-documented issue. One that Takato Rui managed to avoid in his beautiful Devilman reimagining Devilman G aka Devilman Grimoire, where, among other changes, Miki Makimura becomes one of the lead characters. Don't mistake this as a moe blob abomination though, as it's still full of the kind of stuff you'd expect to see in a Devilman manga. The artwork modernizes the design while still keeping the central appeal of the 70s manga we all know and love, some of the demons looking shockingly close to the way Nagai drew them all those years ago. This comic is basically published fanfiction, but it's high-quality fanfiction that deserves to be fully enjoyed by the Western Go Nagai fanbase. Sadly, only 3 chapters have been translated and there don't seem to be any plans to continue it. Wrestle Idol by Buredo, a group composed of Muramasa Mikado and Toshikiri Hamamura. As proven by his Pixiv, artist Muramasa Mikado is pretty good when drawing single illustrations, but ultimately I feel that comics bring out the best of him and Wrestle Idol is a great example of it. The manga is, as shown on Manga Updates, an action, adult, comedy, seinen, oh what the hell, why bother, this is basically a lesbian wrestling porn manga. And well, I know what you're thinking, you only like this because it features lewd lesbians. What are you doing featuring it on this blog? Just leave a positive sad panda comment and call it a day. Well, calm down there, Mr. Imaginary Strawman. I've seen gorillions of pornographic Yuri manga, and yet I've not featured a single one on this channel before this specific one, so clearly there has to be something special to it, right? I ain't gonna make a video about fucking Safe as Milk. Wait, isn't that the name of a... Holy shit, this guy named his Yuri Porno Doujon after a Captain Beefheart album. Putting it simply, it just stands out among similar works in just how lively, cartoony, and dynamic it is. I won't say this is a manga for everyone. If you're not already into lesbian erotic fighting, this comic won't necessarily win you over. But it's certainly something when the completely safe for work scenes are still fun to look at for just how playful and pleasant the drawings are. This is an ecchi manga drawn by a cartoonist, lacking the creepy, doll-like quote-unquote beauty that a lot of male Yuri artists draw in a failed attempt to have a girly art style. So why was this manga dropped by scanlators? Only 6 chapters have been done, and the full thing is only 4 volumes. I can only guess it's because lesbian sex fighting is more niche among anime fans than Futanari turtle inflation cockvore, and male Yuri fans are just the most repressed people on earth. It's true, the average male fan will jump through hoops to justify only liking lesbianism for the pure, non-patriarchal beauty of it while role-playing as a little girl. Fucking hell. And lastly, we have Tetsujin 28 by Mitsuteru Yokoyama. Wait, fucking Gigantor isn't scanlated? What the fuck are you people even doing? Just get to it already. There are aspects of Yokoyama's work that are worthy of some criticism, like his often quite stiff-looking artwork that sometimes seems to take influence from Osamu Tezuka in a rather surface-level way. But I mean, come on, it's just so influential and important, and it's giant robots, it's just fun. I mean, look at Black Ox, he's just such a freaking awesome robot. Someone do it already.